Once an energy is placed anywhere, it remains there. Not always visible, not always audible, but it is there, woven into the lattice of place, whispering to those who still know how to listen. At Grotto Canyon, ancient hands left their marks, simple, powerful. These are not mere paintings, these are transmissions. In intuitive traditions, the first line, the first mark, is not art, it is communication beyond language, a direct transmission of intent, emotion, knowing. A pictograph is a painted image, not a formalized language. Science often elevates writing while relegating art to the primitive. But here, the wisdom does not reside in structure, it lives in resonance. These markings were not designed to be read, they were meant to be felt. There's the map. Land speaks, not in the language of books, but in the deeper grammar of memory. Every mark, every boulder, every scar on the earth holds a teaching. In many wisdom traditions, intelligence is relational. Information is not isolated inside minds. It lives in place, in movement, in echo. The hand that made the mark, the ice that carried the stone, both whisper the same truth. Energy remembers. Modern sciences glimpse this now, acknowledging fields of memory, the unseen architectures of information. But the old ways already knew. The land is alive. The stone listens. The records are living, not dead.
The boundary between British Columbia and Alberta forms the continental divide of the western North American continent. So you can see that this thing, the erratics train, originates right there on the continental divide, and then it follows this route down, goes by Calgary right in here, loops to the east, and then finally comes to an end in Montana. As you would guess from a train, something on the order of 500 miles from its source there on the British Columbia-Alberta border where we saw to its final example there in Montana. There's hundreds of them, and they're all of the same type of rock. It's a type of meta-quartzite. It's a metamorphic rock, similar to granite in a way. Meta-quartzite. Question then, what are we looking at here? We're looking at a string of these boulders. You can see that's a pretty big rock there. And you can trace these things in this line that we just saw on the map over 500 miles. This rock didn't move itself here. So by what exact mechanism of transport can we attribute to the geographic disposition of these rocks? How do we do that?
Big Rock is not simply a stone. It is a character, a memory in motion. In Blackfoot oral tradition, Trickster Nappy gifted the rock a robe to shield it from the cold. Later, Nappy took the robe back. The rock awoke, betrayed, and began to chase him across the land. Trickster teaches not through lecture, but through consequence. In indigenous knowledge systems, Trickster is not villain nor savior. Trickster is the sacred disruptor, the one who reveals truth by breaking the pattern. Big Rock stands as proof that choice creates movement, that imbalance calls for correction. The land tells the same story in stone. During the last ice age, massive glaciers fractured the continental divide, carrying boulders like Big Rock over 500 miles. The ancient ice left a trail of meta-quartzite stone stretching from British Columbia to Montana. This rock did not move itself. It was carried by immense unseen forces, just as Trickster taught.